She ain't lying. I had a coworker who worked 3 jobs. 3 jobs. We worked at a nursing home together from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. And on some nights, I knew she was tired, so I would tell her, "Go get you a nap in. I got the residence. Just go rest." And one night we was just talking, and she was just opening up to me and telling me, stuff about her life, whatever. And I had asked her, why did she work so hard? Like, I was like, whatever it is you're working hard for, I hope you get it, girl. And I hope you get it soon, so you won't have to work so hard. That lady looked me dead in my damn eyes and told me she worked 3 jobs to pay for her boyfriend child support because she didn't want him to go to jail. That was the last night I covered.
Let me get your eyes and ears for a second, ladies. This situation I find happen more often than not. Um, it's plenty of women out here that's doing these kind of outlandish things just to be in a relationship. And I contributed to two things. They found a man that a lot of other women, at least they think a lot of other women won't, or that man is really, really good in bed. Those are the two contributing factors for most women that will completely gut themselves financially in order to keep that man around. And don't make no mistake. If you was to check her inbox and look at some of the dudes that are sending her messages, it's plenty of other guys that sending her message. But for some reason, she's caught up on these guys that really don't have anything to offer, but he's very good in bed. Because I've had plenty of friends that if you compare some of the guys that she was with and some of the guys that wanted to be with her, that was financially stable. They really, really had a thing for her, but she didn't want to be with those guys. And I asked her, why you don't want to be with this guy? And she just straight up said he's bad in bed. He's not big enough. He don't have enough stamina, and that those type of things. And that's a big issue with a lot of women. And women tie sex a lot of time to love. They kind of mushed the two together. They think a lot of time if that guy can really lay it down in the bedroom, he must love her some kind of way, or he has the potential, or if he has the potential, it would be a wonderful thing that they have together. And ladies, a lot of time that's simply not the truth. Some of these guys are just losers. They losers. They always gonna be losers, and you gonna get caught up with a loser that can't contribute anything to the relationship. It's simple as that. He won't be able to contribute anything. Your bank account will start to shrink. He'll use your cable, basically use you until he can't use you anymore, and then he'll drift on to the next woman. That's the game. Why else do you think guys can get out of prison with the prison body that can lay it down, and then they got them a place to stay? Because that's all you really need to do. If you can lay it down really good and kind of spit some game into a woman's ear, I guarantee you it's a woman out there that's going to take you in and going to pay all the bills, and you ain't really got to do much. Eventually, she'll get tired of it, and you'll have, and whenever she started to get tired of it, he'll start to pump fake like he's trying to get his life together. And a lot of time, y'all seem to see a lot of potential in these guys when really that's no potential at all. You know this. I know this. The world know this. It's just no potential at all. And sometimes some of the guys can be, especially if y'all like to get around and do a lot of talking about how he can do this, he can do that, and a lot of women start fantasizing, fantasizing, especially if you yourself, other women see that men are attracted to you, yeah, they'll fantasize because they're gonna see either two things. Either the guy has money, he has some kind of social status, or he can lay it down in bed. And those women are going to wonder what it is like to be with him because women are like sheep. If y'all see another woman like a man, it's for some reason that's a turn on. And I mean, of course, nobody wants to be with somebody that nobody wants, but it's a turn on. It's a turn on. It's an attractive. It's attraction to women, and sometimes women y'all fall victim to those type of things. For a woman to work 3 jobs in order to pay for a man responsibilities is insane. Is insane. What do you think is going to happen when the child support is all paid for and you get a little and you get routine? Your sex get routine. Any kind of way you do your hair, any kind of clothes you put on, it just look normal to him. It's not exciting to him anymore. He's going to want to have a variety. He's going to want something new. Even though you may be doing all those things, he's not going to appreciate those things until you're long gone. You're long gone, and the next woman is not finna do what you're finna do. The woman that he really want to be with, the woman that gave him a chance, that said, "Okay, I see your game. I'm gonna give you a chance, but I ain't about to do what she do." Eventually, she gets old, and he wants to circle back to you. It's simple as that. Now he's texting you random texts out of the blue, 8, 9 months later, telling you how good of a woman you was and what he missed out on. That's what happens. Once you put that separation and distance between you and him, and then he wants to start texting you again because all the other women wouldn't go as far as you would go and wouldn't do the things that you did. Yeah, he gonna circle back. He gonna circle back and he gonna try to pry his way and talk his way back into your life with the same old game. And sometimes y'all fall victim to that too, because you'll leave him and go to a lot of other men that, maybe they're not financially draining. They can be emotionally abusive. They can be really insecure, overwhelming, don't really have anything going for themselves, but for some reason, and they're not good as him in bed. And once you get a man that's really, really great in bed and really, really can lay it down, ladies, I'm telling you, then guess what? You're going to compare him to all the other men. And the one thing that's going to be missing is that part. And a lot of times y'all will circle back to a man that's really good in bed. And y'all will be like, well, I just rather put up with his irresponsibleness, vice versa, not having a man that can't please me the way I need to be pleased. And I'm sure y'all can please yourself and do those things, but for some reason y'all tie that into love and y'all tie that into a void that's missing, especially if you get a woman that's really, really highly sexual and she just can't find a man that can do that. Sometimes she don't want to sleep around. Sometimes she don't want to have a high body count. She'll just rather mess with this dude knowing that he's no good than have a high body count and be just, putting herself out there like that. Some women think like that. Some women think like that. But, in order for you to advance yourself, in order for you to, you know, look at yourself and respect yourself, ladies, you can't be going around putting all your effort into and all your finances into somebody that's only good in bed. Eventually it's get tiring, it gets draining, and in the long run you have nothing to show for it. Sometimes these women are going to their retirement just to try to please that man and make sure he won't leave, he'll stay, because the only thing holding him now is really your finances, you taking care of him. And sometimes what's holding him there is he knows that in this situation, if he goes to jail, you won't have that. You won't have that man to come home and please you and do those things and tell you everything good about yourself as the next man. And yeah, you might can find a guy that can tell you that you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, and say all the things that you want to hear. But if it don't match up with him in the bedroom, then he's not going to be the same as this guy that basically he can talk the talk and he can walk the walk when it comes to the bedroom, and the other guys just can't. They just don't cut the mustard. And that's just how it is. But I definitely, ladies, if you're in a situation like this, you have to get yourself, find a way to get out of this situation and gain some kind of humility and keep your finances intact, because you can't allow, just because this man is great in bed, he looked the par or whatever, and he doesn't take responsibility. Man, that's probably about 45% of what you need. But you can't let the 45% seem more than the other part. You can't let the 45% seem better than the 55%. You can't. You can't do it. Because if that happens, then you're gonna be cooked. If that happens, just look down the road and see where you at. See where you'll be at. On social, your ass will be on Social Security. Your ass will be down there picking up Social Security check, trying wondering where you gonna get, wondering, when can I take my next trip? Because it's gonna be a long time. Because I'm barely having enough money to buy food, pay car insurance, cable, and things of that nature. And you look back at all the money you wasted on these fools. You look back and wonder and see all the money that you wasted on these fools. It just ain't worth it, ladies. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you think.